Happy Tuesday, you guys. We are post President's Day weekend. I've actually had a few questions here on my Instagram story about detoxification. And I brought this topic up because one of my clients last week asked me about detoxing. She's been in Peru for 3 weeks. She's in Miami right now. So she'll have been traveling for a month as of tomorrow. And she's been having all of the food freedom, as she calls it. Alcohol, carbs, all the foods. And she's like, Kristen, how can I detox easily when I get home from my work trip from Miami? And so I wanted to always simplify nutrition and, of course, simplify detoxing. So I'm going to give you 3 simple tips for detoxing. But before I jump into that, I want to talk a little bit about who detoxing is for, because I've noticed that people here on Instagram asking me more about detoxing, and it's all different kinds of people. So I want to share first who detox is for, because I don't want everyone to think that they have to detox, right? And like it's this whole laborious process. So someone who's looking to detox probably has maybe had like a long weekend or like a vacation. So post President's weekend, maybe we had some more drinks, some more food freedom. Like that's a great time to do a little detox, right? Maybe you want to improve your energy levels. You're feeling really lethargic. You're waking up already tired. You have a hard time staying awake during the day. A detox can totally help you achieve more optimal energy for whatever it is you want to do in your life. The third person is looking to feel lighter. Maybe you want to de-bloat a little bit. I know I like doing this after I travel, after eating out several days in a row. Doing a little detox can definitely help with that. And then lastly, people who want to settle their stomach. So maybe you are bloating a lot in your stomach, or you're having a lot of digestive upset, right? So a detox can definitely help you with those symptoms. So if you sound like any of those people I just listed, a detox is totally for you. And I want to simplify the process for you, because my job in Create My Weight is to simplify nutrition. So like I said, there's 3 steps to detoxifying. The first is to sweat. All right. So our body has natural ways of detoxifying. And I talked a lot about this at the CMW retreat this past year. And one of the ways our body gets rid of toxins is through sweating. And we can sweat through movement. So exercising, like doing workouts, going for walks. You guys know I always do my walk and talks here on Instagram. And then also saunas. I love saunas. And I know not everyone has access to saunas these days. But if you do, definitely take advantage of getting like 3 to 4 sessions a week, 15 to 20 minutes. I know one of my clients has a sauna blanket that she loves. So she's getting back from her vacation tomorrow and she's going to be in her sauna blanket. Or also just even sweating outside. If you live in a warm climate, I live in Florida for part of the year, getting out and moving in the sunlight and sweating, or working out in a heated environment, that can definitely help with the sweating process and detoxification process, right? Number 2 is to alkalize, right? So when we are traveling, eating out, drinking alcohol, or just eating foods that don't serve us, they're typically very acidic, right? And eating lots of acidic foods will drain our energy levels. Our body will not metabolize these foods as well, and they're going to make us feel really lethargic and sluggish, right? So what we need to do is we need to alkalize our diet. So we need to raise the pH level in our body. And this can be done by eating way more fruits and veggies. It can be from not drinking alcohol. It can be removing acidic foods, right? So removing alcohol, removing sugar, removing dairy, removing a lot of meat sources. Actually, all meat sources are acidic. So, and I know a lot of you are thinking, well, that's really hard to do. And Kristen, you teach all about food freedom. And I mentioned that detox, like this is something you do for a limited time. I'm not saying you have to do this all the time. There are people that do this year round, right? But for the average person, I would just recommend doing this for a little bit of time, and I'll explain that next. But alkalizing your diet, so removing acidic foods and having more alkaline foods. And then last but not least is hydrate, right? So drinking tons of water. So if you are feeling like puffy, bloated, drinking more water is going to help you remove those toxins from your body, and also like help you get rid of the excess water you're carrying. Because when you're consuming lots of high sodium foods, especially when you're traveling, you're consuming alcohol. Alcohol makes you retain water. The more water you drink, the less water you retain. So this leads to my final point. How long do I detox for? And this really depends on the person's preference. I always say do it as long as you can. You know, all of the above that I listed, those are all really healthy habits. Like you should be moving and exercising. Saunas are great for everybody. Eating more alkaline foods is super helpful, and hydrating. Like these are all part of our healthy habits. So do this as long as possible. And it really just chooses on how long you want to do it. It's totally up to you. Now you're probably thinking, well, what about like all of these cleanses and all of these different like supplements I can take? And again, like I think it depends on the person. It depends how much of a detox you're looking for. In my perspective, our body has this incredible way of taking care of itself if we treat it properly. Your liver is designed, right, to detox your body. And so I always find it really funny when people say, oh, well, how do I detox my liver? It's like, that's the liver's job. It's like an oxymoron. Right? We don't say that. You don't detox the liver. So I hope this helps you. If you're looking for more tips, just make sure you follow me. But if you want to learn more about taking care of your body, what the food freedom method looks like, how you can still eat the food you love in a way that supports your goals, I encourage you to join my upcoming challenge. We start Monday, March 3rd. I call it the Sexy Spring Challenge. 10 days of nutrition education, 10 days of more movement, 10 days of making time for yourself and staying committed and being held accountable. All right, I'll drop the link in the chat when it's available for you. All right, have a good day, guys. Bye.